Well, welcome tonight, you guys. We are so happy to have you here to talk about resetting your health during the holidays. My name is Brooke Hemingway. I am a mama of six. I'm 45 years old, and I live and spend my time between Hawaii, Utah, and Florida. So we kind of bounce around as a family. We're excited to have you here tonight because every single person that's going to share and that's going to talk tonight has a story. And every single person, before they decided to make a choice and make a change, was skeptical, perhaps just like you. In fact, most people look at things and think that's too good to be true. In fact, raise your hand if you've ever seen anything and thought that is too good to be true. There's no way. Okay. Yes. So you're human. That was me as well. My background is as an ICU nurse and a fitness instructor and trainer. And I never really thought anything much about supplements. I didn't actually really think that they worked. And I'd never really experienced anything that had worked for me. So when my friend came to me and said, "Hey, you got to try this pink drink," I thought, well, number one, I don't really need to lose a bunch of weight. And isn't this just a diet thing? And number two, I don't believe in those things. But lo and behold, a year went by. And as that year went by, I ended up having a fifth child. And I ended up struggling a lot with my energy. I struggled a ton with my cravings. I had a lot of anxiety, and I was riding the roller coaster on my mood. Can anyone relate? Low energy, mood issues, cravings, bloating, achy joints, like feeling like something's off, but yet nothing in your numbers is wrong with you. That was me. And so I finally decided after a year that I was going to try this thing. And that was in September of 2015, actually, not, long before a Black Friday, special came along. And I decided to just jump on board and give it a try. What if this could help me feel better? What if this could help me to show up as the mom that I want to be, could give me the energy, could help me to feel like my old self? And so I did try it. And well, here I am. I still feel amazing. I don't wake up with headaches every morning. I don't have this crippling anxiety that stops me from showing up. I don't need a nap every single day like I used to. I don't have cases and cases of Diet Coke in my house to get me through, and I don't have a candy cabinet anymore. That's not to say I never make Christmas cookies, because if you had been in my house yesterday, guess what we did? We made Christmas cookies, and I had one of each kind, not 10. Anybody ever sat and eaten 10 cookies after making cookies? You didn't even realize you'd eaten 10 cookies, but you go by the kitchen and by the end of the day, you've eaten 10 cookies. I can't even do that anymore. My cravings have changed. I'm not bloated all the time. My hair's not falling out. I'm in the best shape and health of my life at 45 with 6 kids. That is my experience with these products. So why are we here? Well, we're all here because we're passionate about health and wellness. And some of you are here because you're checking it out for the first time. Here's what we're all about at Plexus. We're all about simple, sustainable solutions, something that's not a gimmick, and something that you can stick with over time, that's not complicated, that's not erudite, that doesn't cost you $600 a month. We're about simple and sustainable. We are no nonsense, and we have products that are clinically proven to work. They are science-backed. They taste good. Yes. Can I get a hand up? They actually taste good. You don't have to plug your nose to get it down. And it's something that you can take anywhere with you. You can take it on your winter vacations. You can pack it in your purse. It's just so easy. And here's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about a couple different stories, people that have had real results with the products. We're going to talk about how to get to the solution to your problem. In fact, I would love to know if anyone here has struggled with sleep, with anxiety or depression, with energy issues. Raise your hand or put a 1 in the chat if this is you. With cravings, with weight, with headaches, with stress, upset stomach, digestive issues, skin issues, bloating, chronic health issues. Drop a 1 if you resonate with any of those things. Yes? Good. All right, you're all human. So there's something that made you curious about coming tonight. And tonight we're going to share with you some simple solutions and products that can help you to deal with not only those things, but a whole gamut of other things that are out there. So we're going to share some information. And then at the end of this call, if you stick around, you'll be entered in a drawing to win some free stuff, because we like to give away free stuff. So I invite you to stick around for the whole call so that you can enter into that drawing. but you'll also have an opportunity to choose and to change. And we'll tell you how you can do that. And we'll tell you the very best way to choose and to change this week, because in the history of this company and the time that I've been with this incredible product line, I've never seen anything like this. And so there really is not a better time for you to get started. So you guys ready to dig in? Yes? Are we good? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to talk just a little bit before I turn it over to my friend Nicole. I'm going to talk just a little bit about root health and root healing and what that means. In Plexus, we are not looking for a quick fix, a gimmick, a Band-Aid cover up. We are looking to get to the root of the problem. And that's why we talk about root health and root solutions. Getting to the root of the problem means we're going to help to support your gut health. We're going to help to heal the lining of the gut and put the good microbes in and kill off the bad microbes and restore that balance to the gut so that you can restore balance to your body. We're also going to help you with your blood sugars, right? Those of you that have cravings, yes. That have hormonal imbalances, yes. Energy issues, sleep issues, skin issues, all the different things that are associated with hormones, it all ties back to your blood sugar balance. And so on a root level, you have to address insulin and blood sugars. And that's what our products do. And then the third thing that has to do with root health is getting rid of that inflammation or that puffiness. I remember years ago waking up and feeling achy in my joints, having puffiness in my eyes, doing this to my eyes and literally like draining my eyes. Has anyone done that? You kind of like drain, that's called inflammation. Okay. And so when we get to the root, we tackle inflammation, gut health, and blood sugar balance. And that's what our products do. When you get to the root and tackle these things, all the other little symptoms or issues start to dissipate because your body comes back into balance, and your body is a miraculous creation that honestly knows what to do. Like, it was created to heal itself. And so when you give your body the support that it needs, it knows what to do, and it starts to function properly, and you start to go to the bathroom regularly, and you start to actually have real energy, and you start to feel happier and more positive. And all of this can be tied back especially to gut health. We have an incredible award-winning combination of products called the Triplex Gut Health System. If you've heard us talk about this, put a 2 in the chat. If you've been around for a while and you've watched your friends sharing for a while, I'm sure you've heard the term triplex. What the triplex means is it means 3 simple and easy to use products. It's a stick drink that we call Slim, and we've got several different flavors. We've got our black cherry lime flavor. We've got our blood orange lemon lime, and we've got our watermelon raspberry microbiome. So 3 different flavors, 3 different types of Slim. And what this Slim does is it helps to balance your blood sugars, improve things like your blood pressure, your cholesterol, balance out your insulin levels, and it's going to help you to have that steady, sustained, non-caffeinated energy that's going to help you to do things like what I shared, get rid of my candy cabinet. Like, I don't have to have that anymore. I don't have to have copious amounts of caffeine to get through the day, and I'm not so moody because my blood sugars are balanced. I also feel like my skin over the last few years, can anyone attest to this? Raise your hand or put a yes in the chat. Your skin is better than ever, because when your hormones are balanced, your skin looks better. And so Slim is a once or twice a day drink that helps with those cravings, those hormones, that energy level. And all you do is put it in a bottle like this and shake it up. In fact, I've got my second Slim of the day here. Because it's not a caffeinated drink, I can drink it in the afternoon. So if you're someone that's prone to having afternoon cravings and it's just really hard for you to get through the afternoon, just shake up another one of these to help you get through those afternoon cravings. The other 2 parts of the triplex are ProBio 5 and BioCleanse. I actually have my BioCleanse in the other room. I forgot to grab it. But they're 2 bottles like this, and they're small capsules. And what you do with ProBio 5 and BioCleanse is each night you grab a couple of these, and what it's going to do is help reset the balance in your gut. One of the biggest reasons why we are so sick, why we struggle with weight, why we struggle with mood, is because the epicenter of our health, our gut, is very, very out of balance. And our gut health system is different than other gut health systems because it's not just putting in the good microbes, it's also killing off the overgrowth of bad microbes. And it's doing that first. It's like the weeding agent that's pulling out the bad stuff from the gut garden and then seeding back in the good stuff. And when you do that, you end up having a healthy gut lining. And your gut is responsible for the creation of so many things like serotonin, which is your happy feel good hormone, melatonin, which is that hormone that helps you to sleep. Many of your vitamins are synthesized in the gut, even the absorption of all of your nutrients. So if you struggle with nutrient absorption, you also have to take a look at the gut. So ProBio5 and BioCleanse together are going to restore the balance to the gut. Slim has prebiotic fibers that are going to feed the good gut bugs. And overall, you're going to experience this rejuvenation of your gut, which is going to lead to so many other positive changes. So that's the root of our approach, is to get to root health, to fix the gut. And our triplex is one of those combos that almost everybody tries when they get started. And almost everyone here that's on the products, I am guessing, is on the triplex. In fact, put triplex in the chat if you are a triplex user. We want to see where our triplex users are. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm really excited to turn the time over to my beautiful friend, Nicole. She is such an example of living a healthy lifestyle, and her transformation has been incredible as well. Nicole, I'm going to turn it over to you, friend.
Thank you, Brooke. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the reset that I have. And when I first was introduced to the reset, I was not fully sure I was on board with it, to be 100% honest, because I didn't really know about fasting. I didn't know what it meant. But I started learning from some doctors. I listened to some documentaries, and I was floored at the benefits of fasting. And I love that the reset was a nutritionally supported fast. So I didn't have to feel hungry while I was fasting and while I was getting the benefits. And one thing that really stood out to me was that there's almost 70 grams of protein each day in the reset. And I love this because it's feeding your muscle while your body goes into fat burning mode and using fat for fuel. So I really, really like that because I'm a weightlifter and I love, moving my body. And I know the importance of having healthy, lean muscle. And I listened to a doctor recently talk about healthy, lean muscle. And she talks about how it's not just about losing fat. Like everybody wants to lose fat and they want to see the scale drop, but she talked about the importance of healthy, lean muscle. Her name's Dr. Gabrielle Lyon. I hope I'm saying her name right. And she said that there, like you can have fat in your body, but you can also have fat in your muscle. And she said that your muscle should actually look like a filet mignon instead of looking like a ribeye. And I thought that was so interesting that we can actually store fat in our muscle. So I love that when we're putting our body into a fast, what it does is it puts our body into something called autophagy. And this is a really fancy word, but pretty much what it means is that your body goes into cellular repair mode. And so we have all these old damaged cell parts that our body isn't using anymore. And, like if you've heard, like we all have cancer in our body, we all have, all these different things in our body, inflammatory markers and things like that. And we want to get rid of those to function optimally. And so when you go into autophagy, your body starts gobbling it up and spitting it out pretty much. And so you're repairing your cells. And what happens when you do this, you're also repairing, storing your metabolism. So your body goes from, storing fat into using fat as fuel and getting rid of fat and dumping out all these toxins in your body. And it is, you guys, it works wonders. Like it does beautiful things for your body, especially if you have a lot of like stubborn fat around your belly, or if you just feel like you haven't been able to lose weight, you're kind of feeling like you've plateaued. It really works so beautifully to help your body not only start burning fat, but also really cleaning up and optimizing your health, which I'm all about longevity. So like when I watch documentaries and listen to doctors talk how fasting is one of the best things that you can do for your body, I was all in, but I was really nervous about feeling hungry. And so what I really like about the reset is you actually don't feel that hungry. Like, sure, if you smell a hamburger, it's gonna sound good, right? But you're not sitting there craving food all day. You feel satiated, you feel satisfied. And I love it because it's giving you so many drinks full of nutrients, full of protein, soups that are full of protein. And so you feel like you're really getting what you need to make it through the day without feeling weak, exhausted, and having crazy cravings. So I love that part of it. It totally resets your cravings. So if you're someone that has a lot of cravings, afterwards, I feel like I just don't have the cravings that I had before when I started. So I really, really like that as well. Plus, like you're just gonna lean out so quickly. So people are losing, 5, 6 pounds in 3 days. And a lot of people ask me this question. They say, well, aren't you just losing water weight? And the answer is no. The really cool thing about this is that you actually go up in water weight because you're drinking so much water and so much nutrients and electrolytes that you actually have higher water weight when you're done with it, but you are down in weight because you haven't lost your muscle. So you're down in pounds. And they've shown in clinical studies and trials that they have proven that it is actual body fat that people are losing. They're losing at least 1% body fat when they do this. And so I was all about that because I have 4 babies. And after I did my first reset, I saw curves on my stomach, like shapes that I hadn't seen in years. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, look, I have lines here. And I started to trim up and I loved that I wasn't losing my muscle. So it's phenomenal, you guys. The fast works. You're going to love it if you haven't tried it yet. And I love pairing it with what Brooke talked about with the triplex. Like I won't go without the triplex because it's my mom fuel and I feel so amazing with that. And I love all of our products, but the fast is something that you can do, especially if you have a lot of weight loss. You could do monthly to help really cut down your weight. And we've seen phenomenal results with people that are doing it monthly and they're losing, 50 to 100 pounds in a year. It's just absolutely incredible what it's done for them. So for me, I love doing it. If I've gone on vacation or if I just need to read my body, I have struggled with some autoimmune in my life. And so I really feel like it tackles inflammation on a cellular level, like Brooke talked about. And so it just is great for me. And I love doing it around the holidays. So I just love the deals that we have going on right now with the reset because of that. So yeah, that's all from me. I'm going to turn the time over to Rebecca. Sorry, Rebecca, I didn't give you a lot of wording.
That's all right.
Hopefully you can.
Can you hear me? Hi, I'm Rebecca. I've actually been doing Plexus for quite a few years now. And like Brooke said, that triplex was definitely my foundational product. I started on that and was able to balance out all of my systems. Not too long ago, actually this year, I just was diagnosed with breast cancer. So having a good start to my health when I found out what I was going to have to go through, I was going to have to do all the things. I had to do chemo, I had to do surgery. I'm doing radiation now. So my Plexus products were basically my foundation for all of the things to support my body through all of that, through my immune system, through all the extra toxins and stuff that knew I was going to have to get my body through and do for my energy levels, for all of the things. So that was definitely my core foundation on getting myself through everything. But one of the things that I really used was the reset. So I have a background in health and nutrition. I was a fitness instructor like Brooke. And for me, I knew a lot about toxins. That was my key thing for people when they would get stuck and have that plateau of fat. Because with everything and everyone, when we are dealing with fat loss or trying to lose that weight, we burn calories and cut calories, burn calories, cut calories, but we end up getting into this plateau of where our body just will not let go. And I talk to people about, well, what are you doing for your toxins? What are you doing for those detoxification processes? And they're like, well, I'm eating healthy, I'm drinking water. But with our bodies, what happens is we actually store toxins in our fats. And when our body has toxins, and when we're just focusing on that fat and not those toxins and eliminating those, it won't let go of that. So when they came out with that, and the supported fast, I was so excited because when I saw that it supported our electrolytes, like you said, those proteins, we're getting almost 70 grams of proteins a day, and it's supporting our detoxification processes, all of those amino acids that we need to have to actually allow the toxins to come out of our bloodstream so that they're not getting back into our fat stores. That was just awesome for me and I loved it. I fell in love with it like as soon as they came out with it because that was one of those things that I felt like a lot of people were missing in their health journey is those elimination processes and those supports and stuff. So when I was starting to go through my treatments, this was actually one of the tools I used to help my body eliminate and get rid of those extra toxins that my body was going to have to deal with because I had to have that medicine in order to do what it needed to do to get those gunked up cells and stuff. And it was with chemo, it goes after fast growing cells. And my body needed to eliminate and get rid of those cells. So that was one of those things that I knew I needed to get my body into that autophagy, like you said, and go after those cells and just help. It's I kind of like a little bit of hair in the drain, but then over time, just with extra stress and environmental toxins and just all these extra things, pretty soon that sink drain starts draining slower and slower and slower. And when we have our faucet on full blast, it just starts overflowing to all of our other processes. And so if we don't do something to help get that gunk out, then we're just going to start having other issues later on in life. And so that's something that I went into my treatments and with my journey is just trying to help my body be able to process and eliminate everything that I was going to need to go through, support my immune system and all of those things. And so I've used this several times. My last one was actually just after surgery because I had to do a lot of antibiotics and pain meds and stuff. And so I just kind of felt my liver and things kind of just being sluggish. So I wanted to kind of get a little bit more support before going into radiation. Right now, I'm on day 12 of 25 treatments for radiation, and I'm actually going to plan on doing another one after Thanksgiving, just to kind of help those cells once again kind of get out of my body and just help myself get through it. So far, I haven't had any type of fatigue or any type of tiredness or any type of like symptoms and side effects that a lot of people usually have through that. So I'm super excited, and I definitely am so grateful that we have the tools to use to support our bodies and kind of get it back into balance. So
I'm so inspired. Are you guys so inspired? I think sometimes people look at these tools and they think, oh gosh, is it just all about what you look like and, losing weight? And those things are important because many of us are carrying around extra weight and we store a lot of toxins in our fat cells, honestly, right? And so we do store a lot of that in there. But what she's sharing is that this is a health product. This is a healthier living product. This is a product that helps your body tune up from the inside out and detoxify and get back to sort of its like normal factory settings. And so I'm really, really inspired by that. So I'm curious, how many of you guys here have not tried a reset or have not tried Plexus products at all? Put a comment in the chat. If you have not tried the reset or you have not tried Plexus products, put that in the chat. A little bit of interaction there. If you know somebody that has not tried the reset, also put that in there. Would love to know if there's anyone here who hasn't tried the reset. I'm going to share just a little bit of a giveaway here as well. Some of my favorite things, obviously love the triplex, love the reset, but I also love our hydrate and our active products. And both hydrate and active are products that are found in the reset. You start your day, in fact, with this amazing hydration product. And the reason why you start your day with this is because it replaces electrolytes and minerals to help your body to stay very well hydrated, like Nicole talked about. We have 3 flavors of this. We have lemon lime, cucumber melon, and blueberry acai. What I love about our hydration product, it is intelligent hydration. We're not sneaking fake sugars in here. We're not sneaking a bunch of sugar. We're not putting artificial dyes. You can feel super confident about the quality of ingredients in this hydrate. Which one is your favorite flavor, by the way, you guys? I would love to know. Okay. All right, active. Let's talk for a moment about active. How does active play a role? Anyone here love their coffee, love their energy drinks, or used to love those things and used to need those things to keep you going, like throughout the day? It's a huge issue amongst teenagers, amongst preteens, and amongst adults, that energy issue. The thing that's beautiful about active is it's superfoods and antioxidants and green tea extract, and it gives you the extra energy without the spike, the boost, and the crash. It's that sustained, elevated energy that's not just energy, but it's also the mental clarity and the focus. I don't know about you, but with 6 kids, like focus used to really be an issue. Brain fog, anybody? Like, it was like, I don't even know why I walked into this room. What am I doing? It was really hard to complete tasks. And so I love active as an athletic person. I love it as a mom of 6. I love it because of the clarity I have. And I love that there's no crash and no crap. We have this in multiple flavors. We have it in a new seasonal flavor, blackberry clementine, which tastes amazing. Anyone love that? That's a seasonal limited time flavor. We also have peach mango. We have starfruit guava, which is one of my favorites, and we have pineapple lemongrass. And so at the end of this call, I'm going to be giving away a bag of either active or hydrate to somebody here. So keep hanging around, sticking around. We've got one more story to hear, and I'm going to turn the time over to my friend Karen.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay, great. So my name is Karen, and I'm fairly new to Plexus. I've been on it for going on 6 months now. I am a nurse. I'm 56 years old. I have 2 kids and 5 grandkids, and I just couldn't keep up with them anymore. Couldn't babysit my grandbabies without having to sleep for the next week afterwards. And actually, I was quite close to losing my job because the brain fog and the pain that I was having was horrendous. I am a longtime sufferer with autoimmune diseases, probably going on about 30 years now with Hashimoto's, and recently diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. Had no idea why. I couldn't think anymore. I was a case manager, so typing and being on the phone with patients was extremely difficult. At times, I couldn't even remember what I was talking to somebody about. And then when being a case manager, they would pull our times and see how much work we were doing, how many people that we were talking to. And I was surprised that in an 8-hour day, I may have only been talking to, 3 or 4 people and maybe spending, 15, 20 minutes on the phone, but felt like I was on the phone for 12 hours talking to people. And the one day in the office, Kayla, another Plexus, who was my sponsor, said, I can help you. I mean, she saw me day in and day out, not being able to focus, not being able to get out of the chair. I was so swollen, my hands, I had the nodules on my, under my skin that were really painful. Went to rheumatology finally, and that's when they diagnosed me with rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis in my back. See, now I'm forgetting what I'm saying. I'm sorry. A little nervous. So she said, just try this, because what do you have to lose? Rheumatology wanted to put me on chemo drugs and the folic acid and the gabapentin and just all these meds that were just making me feel horrible. She said, really, what do you have to lose? I've been on so many different medications. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I was on it for probably close to 2 weeks, and I was really starting to see some differences. And of course, I said, this can't be right. I can't get, into this stuff. And, it's just a ruse. It's not real. So I told her, I said, forget it. I'm not doing this. I just don't want to be involved with this. So I stopped. Well, it didn't take me too much longer after that, maybe another 2 weeks. I was like, you know what? I'm back. I started taking it. I started feeling the difference again, feeling like a new person, like honestly, like I could think again. I could play with my grandkids. I didn't have that pain anymore. It was just incredible. I could not believe it. And ambassador because I want to shout this from the rooftops, because this is what you need. This is what I need in my life. I need to be a participant in my life again. And I wasn't. It was so crazy to like be here, but not really be here. Just kind of like observing what was going on. And I'll tell you, it is not a ruse. And I am here to testify that it is absolutely the best. And I think I am probably taking every product that Plexus has to offer. I use all the skincare. I can't live without my active and my hydrate and my collagen. I drink those three every day. I'm on the Fab 4, and Nerve and Ease are absolutely incredible. Absolutely love it. So, and Triplex, of course, is my base, but absolutely love it. And I just can't say enough about it. I can't believe, because I was out of work, and after 6 months, I'm finally able to go back to work.
Wow.
So that is like amazing. That makes my husband so happy.
I love this story
So-
so much. I am so inspired. And like what you shared at the end is so perfect too, because sometimes people think, oh, Plexus just has this reset, or they just have this triplex, or they just have this energy drink. But we actually have a full, incredible line of products. We have products
Yep.
for kids that my kids use. We have products that help with discomfort and nerve issues. And we have the best vitamins on the market. Like if you're taking a drugstore vitamin, you're going to want to throw that out and take ours. We have incredible immune support. We have incredible other products like clean shakes and adaptogenic herbs. And so, you know, if you're looking for other things as well to support you, or that collagen to get that beautiful glowing skin, hair, and nails, who here takes collagen? That's one of my favorites, right? I'm aging backwards, I say. But if you are someone that's looking for other things, just know that you can basically meet all of your needs here. And there's lots of benefits to deciding to start with Plexus, especially right now. Right now, from today until the end of the month, every single person who decides to get started with our products with a minimum order of 100 PV gets a free reset. The retail value of that reset is over $100. This is something that has never been given away in the history of Plexus. It's essentially like, I mean, it's mind-blowing to me, honestly. It's one of our best-selling products, and everyone gets a 3-day reset for free when they decide to get started. That also means that if you have a friend or a family member or a sister or a coworker that also wants to reset with you and get started with you, they will get the same deal. And when you refer someone, you get a little kickback for that. You're rewarded for referring people either with product credits or with cash back. And so Plexus is really paying it forward to bring more people into our community. But here's where the rubber meets the road. You could listen to this and be like, that was awesome information. Great. Thank you so much. Right? Because how often do we hear things that could possibly change our life, or we hear messages or inspiration and we're super inspired by the moment, and then we go on with our life and we do nothing about it? I'm going to challenge you that if you've heard something tonight that really touched you, something that you're like, gosh, that's me, or that's exactly what I'm going through, or I've been feeling the same way, or I am finally ready to take back my health. I don't want to accept, like Nicole said, like, where's my abs? Like, I don't want to accept that this is life after kids. I want to feel my best. I want to go into my 40s, 50s, 60s, 30s, wherever you are. I want to go into that feeling my very best, because the truth is you're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're actually never in a steady state. It's not even possible. You're either on the up curve or the down curve. And by choosing to invest in root healing, you will be on the up curve. And so I'm super, super excited that you spent some time with us. And my invitation to you is to not wait on this, to not think for another week, another month, another year. I put this off for a year. And I look back and I always think, man, I wasted a year of feeling like crap, taking naps, eating unhealthy food, and being depressed. And that's a year of my life I can't get back. And you can't get back that time either. So make a decision today that you are worth it, that you are worth investing in and feeling your best. We hope that we've inspired you. And really, really quick, we have a drum roll for the winner of our free product, either their choice of active or hydrate. is Kim Dunbar. Kim Dunbar. So whoever invited you to this call, Kim, you're going to reach out to that person. They're going to get you connected to whichever flavor of those products you want to try. And it's going to be a great combination to put with your triplex, your balance, and your reset this holiday season. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing night. Get connected with your friend who invited you and stop delaying your best days. Make the decision tonight that it is time to change everything. Have a great night. Bye.